for the purposes of A, financing a portion of the cost of the acquisition, construction, equipment, and installation of various capital improvements to city-owned property, including without limitation, repairs to, renovations of, and improvements to pavement and road surfaces, traffic lights and related equipment, sidewalks, crosswalks, and associated lighting, various municipal buildings and park facilities, and demolition and other improvements to certain city-owned properties, and refinancing the obligations of the city-owned Kentucky League of Cities Funding Trust pursuant to a general obligation lease agreement dated December 23rd, 2008 as amended, approving the form of the bonds, authorizing designated officers to execute and deliver the bonds, authorizing and directing the filing of a notice with the state and local debt officer, providing for the payment and security of the bonds, creating a bond payment fund, authorizing acceptance of the bids from the bond purchaser for the purchase of the bonds, and repealing inconsistent ordinances.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion?
Just a comment. Typically I'm not a fan of bonds. I don't like them. They scare me in some aspects. However, I just want to commend city staff, finance for looking ahead for the city. There are lots of things in this bond that, if not for the price of money right now, we would not be able to do. Refinancing the police station, saving us $809,000 in overall interest costs on that alone. Just again, thank you for working with us to kind of get our wish list in this and things that we know that we need and we want for our citizens. I appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to the good that comes out of this.
I agree with Amanda because I think we were all kind of put off by the bond idea too, but it makes such good sense. The finance department did a great job in putting this together, but paying off the debt to the police department is a biggie. And this is very doable for us, and we save money in the long run, especially with interest rates creeping up. So I'm really happy to support this.
What she said.
Well, make no mistake, we didn't think twice when we needed to bond for our utilities.
Right.
And we know the necessary investment needed for that. This is an investment in the rest of the city operations. And I'm proud to see some of the projects in here. This is a quality of life bond, in my opinion. This is going to help our parks, and it's going to ultimately help our people. And I too am always hesitant about that. But in this case, I think it's the best case scenario for us moving forward. It gives us flexibility to do some projects that, like Commissioner Clark said, that we really want to do to make our city the best it can be. And I'm hoping to see the fruits of this bond pretty quickly.
Oh, yes.
So
Also, that Mr. Mayor, the legalese here, the way it's worded, really doesn't portray the human aspect of what this will do for us. And when it gets fleshed out, and people see all the things that we're going to be able to accomplish that have been on wish list for a long time, then they'll understand why we're kind of excited about this.
I also share in the sentiments. Kudos to our finance department. They continue to find ways to save, and that's important. But they also help us guide us, so when we have projects that we need to spend money on, that they get us to that point. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, I think that we'll do a good job of marketing the human aspect of it. For me, the financial aspect and breaking it down into the cost of the money and why this makes sense is important. This is the first reading of it. We'll have another reading, obviously, but in understanding that, being able to communicate that in a way that makes sense is really our job. I feel like so we will do that, and that's yeah.
Any other comments? All in favor?
Item B, first reading and approval of an ordinance entitled "An Ordinance of the City of Ashland, Kentucky, approving a renewal with Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield Insurance Company for administrative fees to administer the city's health insurance coverage, vision insurance, dental insurance transition from Anthem Essential to Delta Dental, and stop loss coverage for plan year July 1, 2021 through June 30th, 2022.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, we have a motion to adjourn.